friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and I'm standing inside the house that's on the nursery property. Now the tenants moved out a few months ago, and what I haven't shared with you guys is the absolute disaster that was left behind. To make a long story short, this house was filled with garbage. It was filled with dog and cat urine and feces and human excrement as well. Let's just put it this way. If you guys have seen an episode of Hoarders, it was basically like that. And this was all happening the same week that my grandfather passed away. So we were dealing with an overrun house, but I want to show you guys around. There's a lot of work to do. It's cost me a lot of money to clean up this place so far, but the character and charm of this house still exists. That was not ruined. So we are gonna bring this place back to life, and I'm so excited. My aunt is actually gonna be moving in here right next to the nursery. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for us. I'm excited for the whole project. It's gonna be a long one, but this house has a lot of potential, and we are going to bring it back to its just beauty, because just a short few years ago, this house was beautiful and well taken care of. So we have some work to do, but I think we're gonna be able to get it done. It's the Boonville Oneida County Fair time. So I've kind of blocked off my parking area because otherwise it'll get full and I won't be able to actually enter my own shop. But here, let's take a look at the outside of the house. There's my car. This is the state of the house. It obviously needs a lot of work inside and out, but it's going to be gorgeous. I want to do a ton of landscaping around the outside. The roof needs to be painted. A lot of work needs to be done to the outside as far as the windows. We do have some newer windows in the bottom over here, but then some other windows need to be replaced. Lots of work needs to be done over to the porch, stuff like that. So entering this porch area, it's my actually favorite part because it's just the cutest little, I guess it's a 4-season sunroom. The flooring, I did have a quote to have this flooring redone, so I'm gonna have that floor is salvageable. However, the bad news comes inside with the rest of the wood flooring. It has a little heater on the wall here. This is gonna turn into the most beautiful little space. Now, the previous owners of the nursery, like 3 owners ago, actually lived here. So this was really well kept when they were here. They had plants hanging. There's cute little intricate details, a lot of gorgeous details, and we're gonna try and bring the rest of that back. We've got some wood that needs to be replaced up here because there is something wrong on the outside, so all the moisture came in. But lots of stuff ahead of us here, but it's going to be beautiful. Once again, this is actually all stuff that needs to go. This flooring, however, is something a friend dropped off. She was doing renovations at her house, thought we might be able to use it somewhere. We may or may not use it, but anyway, this floor in here needs to be redone. Okay, enter. This wood floor, which goes all the way down. It's a nice size space. This wood floor, however, is too far beyond. I had a professional come in to give me a quote, and basically he said to me that the floor is too thin, that we cannot sand it again and have it redone again because it's starting to splinter and the whole thing would just shatter, which he brought me down and showed me what he's talking about, where it's so thin that it would just start to splinter if we tried to sand it again. And it actually is splintering and separating in some spots. So not exactly sure what we're gonna do to the floor, but there are some things that we can do. And one of those things is just put down some area rugs until we can afford to replace the flooring in here, because that's a huge cost. And I'm not sure we're gonna be able to do that right away. Back here is a little room with a blue wall. Not sure about that. But these pillars, we love those. We love the detail on the ceiling in the dining room. It's the old, look at that. That's gonna be gorgeous. And then there's another little bedroom in here, which the wallpaper's gotta come off. So we're gonna be, and that's the nursery. Literally, that's my shop. So this is gonna come off. It smelled so bad in here, guys. I cannot tell you how bad this entire place was smelling. So I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. This is the kitchen. The floor, look, there's a huge heap in the floor. This flooring needs to be ripped up and replaced. This is a linoleum. They had cat litter In the room over here, this entire area, if you get anywhere below the windowsill, it's saturated in urine. It's absolutely disgusting. We've had the windows open for months, but this is a cute little laundry room. But the kitchen's really cute and the cabinets are really nice. So there is a little porch out here, and here's the back. It's a huge back deck, needs a lot of work, but look beyond. Those are all weeds that need to be taken out. There's my mum field. And then back there is where we're putting a new greenhouse up very soon. And that's where Grandpa's garden is going to be. So this will be a beautiful deck once we get, I mean, it is a beautiful deck. It's beautiful. It's just been a little bit neglected for quite some time. So, and then upstairs, there's a couple of things. There's a couple, two bedrooms upstairs. There's the bathroom right there, needs some work in there. Overall, like I said, the space itself is really got a lot of charm and character, and we're gonna make it beautiful again. And part of the process starts with painting the walls. I wanna paint the walls because I think that it will help with the rest of the smell. It's really bad. It's not, the first smell that it was just urine, just flat out cat urine. And then we went upstairs and discovered human urine, hundreds of bottles. You know, and there's just that like odor, and it's not completely gone yet. So I am going to paint the walls. I'm gonna start doing that today. I think what I'm gonna start doing today, however, is the wallpaper removal, and then I'm gonna do some trim work with the paint. I have the rollers, but I don't have my rolling tools to actually start rolling the paint today. But maybe I'll do some trim work and get as much wallpaper down from in this room as I can. So I'm just peeling it off. It seems to be coming off well. If I run into a problem, then I'll solve it. Okay, let me get to work peeling this wallpaper. Okay, I've been at it for about 10 minutes. So the first, like the blue layer comes off, but then there's this glue paper layer, and this stuff's been on here for, decades. So it's actually coming off not too bad. So I just have to find a little piece and then strip it off. Yes, it's a little bit time consuming, and yes, there are a lot of easier ways to do this, but this is actually, I'm finding it very relaxing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Look, there's a dragon. Rah! Okay, anyway, this is just what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm spending my time. It's honestly, it's pretty relaxing. It's like peeling something. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be doing this for a while, and then I'm gonna start painting. Okay, got another sidewall done. I'm making a mess. I am going to take a break from this, and I'm gonna start doing some trim paint-wise. Quick little update, it's a couple days later. I never actually started painting because the smell was making me really nauseous. The closer I was to the floor, the more cat urine I could smell. So I actually reached out to my dad that day, and I asked him if it was okay if I borrowed something that he has. He has something that's called like an ozone machine, and it's right here actually. It's something that you set inside of a room, plug it in, and you have to like leave the room. You can't be there. And then this is supposed to neutralize all the odors and remove all the bacteria and stuff from the house. I actually left it plugged in for 2 days, and it did a really fantastic job. However, it doesn't penetrate all surfaces, and I can still smell some cat urine from this laminate floor. So until I get this flooring here in the kitchen ripped up, I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything about the smell. So Brad and I did go to the store the other day, and we did pick out some new linoleum, and we are gonna replace this floor. I think we're gonna go with like a gray color, but not dark gray like this. It's a lighter gray with some other colors in between. That way we have more flexibility with the color. It's really hard with the blue countertops, honestly, to match something nice, but it's gonna be fantastic, and my aunt's gonna love it. I know she is. She's gonna be, I think, really happy here. So what color are we painting these walls? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're actually gonna do something bright and cheerful, and this was a recommendation from my friend Lila, who has a background in interior design. We are going with Alabaster from Sherwin-Williams. It is a white, it's a little bit of an off-white, and we're actually gonna do the walls and the trim the same color, and that opens everything up, and it's just gonna be nice and clean looking. And that's what we're gonna do for now. I want my aunt, I asked my aunt if she wanted to pick out the colors, and she said no, but I want her to live in the space, and then if she feels drawn to any particular color, then we can change the color on the walls. But when she moves in, it'll be nice and clean and kind of a blank slate. So you guys ready to see the before pictures? Okay, here is some of what it looked like when we moved in. We removed, I think I'll have to look at the receipt to see exactly, but it was like 20 tons of garbage from inside of here. It was a lot. There were 45 contractor bags full of rotten food and feces upstairs. And then here's a look at the closet upstairs. I'm not kidding you. It was really, really bad. The first couple weeks that we came in here to clean out, we were fully masked. We couldn't come in here without some sort of protection because it was, when I say like cat pee, it was beyond cat pee, and it was pure ammonia at that point. It was burning our eyes. I honestly don't know how anyone was living here. I've never been a landlord before. I really didn't know what to do about the situation. The people who lived here moved out of state. We have been in contact with them, and they have agreed to pay us back for the fees that it cost us to get this place livable, which if we were to charge what it costs to get it livable, that would be, it's outrageous. It's an honest to God outrageous number. So we are going to be billing them for the dumpster and for the cleaning crew, because I paid a professional cleaning crew to come in here and scrub, and they actually removed the bottles of urine in the closet. That's hazard pay. That is hazard pay. So I paid a lot of money to get the garbage out of this house. And that's what I'm charging the former tenants for. And thankfully they have agreed to pay for that. So it could be worse. It could always be worse. Okay guys, I have a couple of other projects going on, and I'll fill you in on all of those things happening within the next few days. Sounds good. I have a few videos to edit for you guys, and we'll get back to the flowers soon, I promise. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you soon.
I literally have to wear this mask inside this house. It's so disgusting. There's a ton of garbage left. I don't think you can hear me. I can't breathe in here. It's all cat pee, dog pee, human feces. It's everywhere. So disgusting.